All right. Well, I'll start some pre-commentations here while we're waiting for Neil to come back. These teams are actually looking fairly similar. Let me put the countdown back up here. I'll give you guys just a quick. We'll give a little 5-minute of commentary here. These teams are actually looking quite similar. You got berserkers on both. One's male, one's female. They got the Scarab, the Secutor, Cultists. They're kind of decently similar in power, but FlynnyFoo's team over there has a couple of interesting units that no one else took, like the Galdir, the Mongrel Shaman. Interestingly, he has a Gungnir and a Peltist, just like Jetbones, whereas MekaHippie only has the Peltist. I personally think if you're not taking the transformation ability on the Gungnir, that it's kind of not worth the take. Right? That 20% heal on cast is just too worthwhile. Both teams have a Yeti. Oh wait, actually both teams do have a Galdir. I did not see that. These teams are very similar. Satyrs, 2 Wolves out of MekaHippie's team. Does he have a Druid? I don't see a Druid in his lineup. So he's got the 2 Wolves and the Scarab, but he doesn't have a Druid to kind of tie him in. Galdir are strong in Rags. Oh, I got Neil back on visual again.
Hello.
Galdirs are strong. They have AoE Shriek abilities. They also have AoE buffs and debuffs, and they have AoE affinity attacks. I do not know what FlynnyFoo has gone for. I believe MekaHippies, when I was looking at their skill list, no damage abilities on their Galdir. So he's going to probably be using the Galdir and the Cultist to just I down, and then use the Satyr to I up, and then just take a billion turns. I was just commenting, Neil, these teams look very similar. There's only like 4 units that are actually different.
Yeah, like a couple beasts, 2 doggos on MekaHippies.
Yep.
Interesting. Thing is, there's not as many targets for the doggos as you'd like.
They both have berserkers.
Okay. If neither of you are cowards, please take a berserker. That's all I gotta say. If one of you picks one, the other one of you also has to pick one.
The interesting thing with ogres, if they have a light unit within 3 tiles of them, they take 25% reduced damage when being hit from the front, and they have damage reduction accessories. So you can get to a point where if they're getting hit in the face, they're taking like 20% total damage on an ogre, which has like 400 or 500 HP.
Basically, puts it up to like 500-600 effective HP.
Well, you're not taking 20% less, you're taking 20% total.
Yeah. Oh, like 800.
Mm-hmm. You got the Sakari and the Secutor. The other side only has a Secutor. Has a Dervish.
Yeah.
A nice spread. MekaHippie's team is kind of actually lacking heavies. He has 3. Right here, he's got the Minotaur, he's got the Yeti, he's got the Dark Fire Beast. Those are actually all heavies. FlynnyFoo's team, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 heavies. So 50% counter passive is huge, but yeah, it's actually pretty good. When you're taking reduced damage and then you're smacking people back for free auto attacks, it's pretty strong. Whose team are you favoring in this one, Neil? We got about 20 seconds.
No undead summoner on one side. So,
instant loss, instant loss.
Just kidding. But when you think about it, that is something that Flinny's going to have to build his team around. He's going to have to be very cognizant of it. I highly suggest MekaHippie kind of does the undead summoner, leave your first spot open last, to make sure he has to what he's up to. You can get a lot of use out of your undead summoner even if you never use it. I think we'll see it at least once.
Alrighty, they're going into the map selection phase. We've got all the maps open here. Some of the saves are a little wonky. I was trying to fix them earlier, couldn't quite get it. Let's see if they pick somewhere we haven't been yet. Yeah, your voice cut off for like 4 seconds because it switched over to the starting soon screen.
That's fair. as I was saying, if I'm the one with the undead summoner, I am 100% making sure I leave that first pick open, just like Jet did very, very wisely. And you can build your team. I think it's a lot about how you counter what the other guy's
Double
doing.
wolf.
Double wolf
The
early
instant-
is crazy.
The snap double wolf pick out of MekaHippie leaves you susceptible to medium units, but it actually doesn't look like Flinny has too many medium units in his repertoire here. The archer is actually massive. If they have deluge or spray, that is just free damage left, right, and center. He takes the cat.
No summoner here, by the way, for the first round.
Correct.
I
I think he's doing an interesting little comp here. I think because I was looking at MekaHippie's spreadsheet. Oh, do I need to turn Neil down a little bit? I can do that.
Am I loud all of a sudden? I didn't change anything. Maybe it was the water and the donut. I got a donut instead of a burger. So,
Undead Legionnaire.
Okay, I can buy that. Really makes the archer miserable.
For sure. The Dark Fire Beast is actually quite strong. And you're leaving... If FlynnyFoo tries to pick a medium here, you're really leaving him in the dust.
Yeah. I can see Legionnaire on Legionnaire violence here.
Is he going to think about the Zerker? Honestly, a Amazon pick might not be bad here, because I think wolves are also considered male.
It's not bad. But as we've seen, Amazons can kind of get boxed out if you're not careful about your positioning here.
Yeah, I can't remember if the Undead Legionnaire can be mind controlled by the Amazon either. We're looking at a Satyr pick here. Satyr's incredibly strong against Undead because they only do magic damage.
They also, something we haven't talked about, the bar management in this game has been very important, and the Satyr is one of the best bar managers in the game. The I buff you get is huge if you can get it. The other buffs are good. The I one's really the big one, in my opinion. But being able to control the bar is kind of something that wasn't really explored as much in the last round, but can be incredibly important in these games. If you've been here and you've seen how close these games have gotten,
that initiative buff, just from getting your crowd meter up to that first bar, that's like a 25% initiative buff. Like,
it's big
when you're debuffing the enemy team.
Yep.
Sure.
That one extra turn can literally change a game. The first two games we had in our first set were 100% down to if someone had one extra turn, they probably won the game.
Yeah.
At the right moment. And Satyrs are just really good for controlling that. Using him properly is not always easy, but if you can make it work, you can make the Satyr work. Satyr has good targets here. The Undead Legionnaire looks like a great target for a Satyr here.
We've got FlynnyFoo on the blue team, MekaHippie on the red team, keeping that in mind going in here. Satyr is going to be... I think the Satyr will be a big play. He's got Crowd Pleaser. He can just spam that. It's one SP.
Yep. I 100%
game time
agree.
here.
He does have Crowd Pleaser, Battle Dance, Hair of the Dog, Invigorating Spirits, and Merry Jig.
Hair of the Dog is actually quite good.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's like a heal for your team.
Oh, so he's gonna go for the Merry Jig first and get the 40% flat initiative buff for everybody. That's big. Now he can start spamming the Crowd Pleasers. Initiative
Absolutely
is
massive.
huge.
The cat has a huge initiative. He actually has a higher initiative than the wolves, if I remember correctly. I have their
Cat
stats
is
somewhere.
medium or light?
Light. Wolves
Okay.
are also light.
Yep. The play of the Undead Legionnaires on both teams is actually very big. Oh, he's doing a bit of a wait. A bit of a waiting game.
One of his wolves actually just has like a ton of lupus calls. So he can just like spam heal his team for 20 to 40% of his max health.
And he's playing a waiting game, kind of seeding the initiative over. Let's see how we respond to this kind of first game of not both of them running at each other immediately. Interesting.
The tactics are coming through, but he's kind of boxing himself in. He's got 3 units trying to walk across the same tile.
Do we see the ring around the rosy strategy? The other undead legionnaire is probably in the worst spot possible.
I haven't seen that one since 07. I love watching them dig around through the settings to try and remember which button shows them the turn tracker.
Yeah. I think the problem with the passing here is that you're really giving the satyr turns to control the bar.
Once it gets going, it's gonna get going.
Once it gets going, the satyr literally just needs to chill.
Is he gonna go in for a movement? He's not gonna use the crowd pleaser. And actually, an interesting thing: if you have queued up movement and you use, I think it's Merry Jig, you can keep your continued movement going while you're also using Merry Jig.
Oh wow!
So you can like mobily be buffing your units. Gladius can do the same thing. They can use a scream while they're running.
Interesting. So we have a bit of a two-pronged attack.
It's looking like he might motivate here to get a little bit of a damage buff.
Okay, I can see it. Both teams being very cautious here.
If the stream looks a little stuttery from their gameplay, they are the host, so it's not stuttery on their end. It's just because any network latency that comes back to my PC.
Are we gonna see movement out of... Oh, we are seeing movement. Oh, interesting. The Undead Legionnaire is committed to the left side. Do we see...
Which is interesting, because he has a Centurion and a Satyr over there.
I was about to say, do we see the Centurion commit to this right side as well?
He's going for the Wolves, knowing that they can heal each other.
Well, another thing to think is that he's got very nice matchups on this side if he plays it right.
I'm pretty sure his Archer has Spray. So if they are lined up in a poor position, he can actually... Oh, he has Deluge. If they're lined up in a poor position, he can actually just spray and he'll hit everybody 3 times, but it does cost 4 SP.
He does...
I absolutely love Heretic on Archers so that you can use double Deluge back to back.
Yeah. And another thing to think about is that forcing these heals out early where it's only healing 1, 2, 3 people compared to the 4 he really wants to heal is value in itself. If you force out these...
This is a bad move for the Satyr because now the Centurion can't come up on the side to help him, but he is going to get pinched by that medium unit.
Let it be known, I is very close for blue team
king,
here.
as we've seen. It is king.
Yep.
He has pull down on the wolf.
Interesting. Okay, Sense got to get in there quick.
He has Rome.
Does have Rome. Okay.
These back and forth turns going like 1 then 1 then 1 then 1 makes it a little bit difficult for me to pass the turn back and forth very easily.
Do we see a Cry of Anger here?
He does have Yell of Pain.
If you don't have Yell of Pain on your Yeti, what is your life? Numbing Blows is really good for cutting off this initiative. Oh, no tutorial? Oh man.
He has Life Leech on his Yeti.
Okay, do we see the first Lupus Call? We do.
That's a 1 SP Lupus Call, 20% heal. He's just going to be spamming that all game. Flinny has to try and get one of these guys down quick.
Yep.
Or a stun, a swipe. 70% stun, and your turn comes back 25% faster.
Do you go all in on the Yeti here?
Here's the new Precision Meter 3.
He gets plenty of time to look at it this time. It's not going to surprise him.
Got it.
I got it. Wow, beautifully done. Probably a stun here.
Immune
beautifully
stuns.
Played. Ooh, wait.
He's looking for the Deluge. Deluge would be huge. It would probably kill the Yeti.
Probably.
Large matching meter.
Yep.
He's spamming through it. Easy.
Oh, beautifully done. He gets the crit.
Oh, might not actually kill the Yeti. Pretty close.
No kill. Oh, but does the cat or the Legionnaire? The initiative's so important here.
If the Legionnaire gets to go again and he takes that Yeti down, he is going to have a bad time.
Oh my gosh. The initiative buff is applied now. The crowd is certainly on Blue's side. The crowd control and the non-passing has really come into Blue's favor here. But does the positioning pay off for Red? Holy shit. Sheesh. That's going to be a not great time.
Sheesh. That one could crit too.
Yeah, and that's why you don't run the Satyr in, unfortunately. He's about to be dead. Yep.
Should have had him sit back and do his little dance.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Teleport's going to come in. This fight might go a little quicker than we thought it would.
Well, the real question is, do the wolves get a chance to heal the Yeti?
Unfortunately not. He had this wolf slightly out of position.
Yeah.
Snap can get pack tactics in on this cat, and you can actually get 2 extra hits.
Do we see it happen?
His attack damage down on that collar. I think he has speed focus, gives him like 50% more initiative but 25% less damage, or maybe it's vice versa.
For some loop call spam. I got you.
I think that's what he was telling me last night when he was making his kit. He had one that spams loop call, and the other one has like low cost abilities so that he can do fearful snarl spam.
Oh, and the Yeti's already down.
Maybe. He's kind of slightly out of position here. It does do enough damage if he manages to crit.
Yes. No crit?
Still does enough damage even without it.
Okay. Okay. That's actually big. The Yeti being down means the Legionnaire is kind of free to do whatever he wants. And this heavy attack on the Legionnaire is not going to be fun. Oof. Wow.
Not as much as he was hoping for, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. And now you're dealing with pack. Yeah.
Well, that precision attack getting over to that dark air or the dark fire beast would actually be more of a play. Because if you use precision attack to run over there, you'll deal bonus damage due to the type matchup, and you'll box him in so he can't flee.
Yeah, and he already TP'd.
Greater blast spam is going to be huge here.
Yeah. He's got to get the mash right, though.
Yep. Either 15 or 16 presses will get you a crit. Oh, he overshot it.
Oh, he overshot it way hard, and a miss on the Legionnaire.
He's unfamiliar with the mash meter 3.
Oh no. Oh wow, and the target that was the most vulnerable to the magic damage blocked it with the shield. That's HP up. That is a very, very unfortunate miss. Do we see no second deluge here?
He doesn't have enough SP for it.
Yep.
That's kind of the beauty of using spray instead, is it only costs 3.
Yep.
Might be a move bow shot hit a wolf here.
Yeah, I think you need to focus on the wolves. I think the plan right now is to spam the heal and the spell blast. So you kind of need to get the wolves down before they start doing their thing.
This
fearful snarl. Oh, does he hit the crit? Does the skeleton care? Oh, they all retreat.
Skeleton does care. He listened.
He listened. He may not have ears, but he do listen. Fear of death coming in
really
again.
Dangerous. I think Flynny getting that satyr out of position really doomed him here.
Yeah, it's tough.
He gets no turns for 2 turns now.
Yep. Hey, he gets another deluge though, huh?
Oh wait. Ah. Sorry.
Lucas Howl incoming. They're about to be full health.
I thought it was Flynny's turn there. I actually switched the turn order.
Status removed.
I don't know if they had any status effects.
Pass.
He's
Saving up for
SP. Greater blast round 2.
Yep. For sure. Lucas call again. Beautiful. Hits the crit.
Healing is just too prime in this game. Might need to, for V2, we might need to add a turn penalty for healing.
Scare attack's pretty big. These dogs are not doing much if the spell blast is not going off.
All of his people are coming back. There is a chance here.
Precision strike? Not in position?
This one, he gets some stuns with the swipes and slashes.
Yeah, he can make it work. Beautiful. Gets a crit. Does the stun go in?
Unfortunate. 70% chance.
That sucks. That sucks 70%, for sure.
By the way.
Unfortunately, the Legionnaire's got a long way to walk. The Centurion can
Centurion's taking a little nap.
Yeah, after their nap, they're going to be roaming. Greater spell. No greater blast available. They kind of need to get moving.
He wants to see how much damage it does, but he has effect range up, so this Fire Beast is actually going one range further than it's supposed to.
Look at that damage to the Undead Legionnaire. It's literally nothing. That sucks.
That's because he lowered his attack damage, but his power is still up. It could be a move like Blast into Affinity Attack as well. Oh, he's getting back into position.
Okay, he's back into position after the scare attack. Beautiful crit, right on the dot.
The Deluge? Okay, the Deluge is open.
The Deluge is open. It might be
digging.
Worth it.
He's digging. Oh, he can't Deluge because everyone's too close together.
Oh, that sucks.
If he moved behind the cat, he could actually Deluge behind the cat. Okay. I'm pretty sure one of his wolves has effect range up too, so that way when he Lupus calls, he's like healing his teammate from an extra tile away.
Another swipe. Kind of need to get the stun off. I don't think combo.
Yeah, these dogs are tanky.
Yep, they're big boys.
I don't think bite is the play.
I think you got to go for stun.
Not bad.
Good damage.
The stun would be absolutely massive because this dude's just gonna Lupus spam. Yep. Yeah, because it only costs 3/4 of a turn. That is something that is probably going to be nerfed in V2. We'll probably make it 1.25 of a turn.
Is that a fearful call? It is. Fearful snarl.
That is really unfortunate. Probably need to add a minor fear immunity after that ability.
Beautiful Roam gets off.
121 damage.
Huge hit.
Yeah, this wolf build is toxic. It is. Lupus Howl removes status conditions. Lupus Call healing up. The Howl is actually insane. When you have a status condition on you.
Yeah. Guy's got plenty of choices on who he wants to hit here. Does he try to finish off the archer? He does.
I actually don't think scare attack on the archer is the play here, because if this archer gets like if she becomes unfeared for some reason, she can use Deluge immediately. And this Undead Legionnaire has not taken a single point of damage yet. Although it's looking like he might be feared for about 85 years. He's about to take a bunch of damage.
And the initiative buff from the bar management is now gone.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate that he let the satyr run into that medium to get one shot. Holy moly. That is weight class affinity diff.
Holy moly, bye-bye.
Sickly Marrow on all three of them, but he can use Lupus Howl to immediately cleanse that.
Yep, and he's got the bar in his favor. One Lupus Howl and this is all gone. Yep.
Definitely the synergies on this team are going crazy right now.
Really does.
She has the Deluge angle, but is it enough?
Don't know. I don't think so.
It'll hit both those wolves for a pretty good amount of damage here. I think he has to try it. Yeah, unfortunately, he wants to hit that dark beast too, but this archer's definitely dead next turn.
Oh, 100%.
I think he has to use the Deluge.
I think so too. I could see a fire affinity if
he's kicking himself now for not having more affinity attacks.
Yeah,
to see him digging through his skills.
Okay, so Adrian goes. He could fire affinity into Rome and murder the skeleton here now.
He's out of SP for a Rome.
Out of SP for a Rome? Oh, could the cat do it?
Fortunately not.
No.
You're looking at a type diff there. Or a weight class diff.
But could he get a swipe?
Huge. That applies a bleed.
But it's just gonna get lupused away?
Stun.
Oh, immunity.
He had bleed. It makes it so that you can't. No, it makes it so you can't be stunned again immediately after.
Okay. Beautiful hit.
No sickly marrow.
No sickly marrow. Oh my gosh, it might be back. It might be back. That stun was huge because now he's got to waste a howl.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have to waste it.
He doesn't have enough SP to howl.
He doesn't have SP. He spammed too much. It's gone.
This is actually starting to turn around back in Flinny's favor.
This might be a Flynn win. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, he's got to pass.
This is really unfortunate amounts of damage here.
Yeah. Yep, it's very sad.
He has to do it though.
You have to all in. You can't. You cannot.
What's gonna happen is the wolf is gonna get Wow, she has 90 affinity on that archer. The problem is gonna be that the other wolf is gonna get its turn back. He's gonna clear off that status, but the Centurion might get his turn before and actually be able to do something here. It might not be. He might have to lupus call, but then the unit is still stunned.
Yeah. Kind of in a self-defeating loop.
To flip the turn there.
Kind of in a self-defeating loop here, where you have to howl to live, but it's not enough. A deluge is available too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he can actually deluge because he can't target them.
Oh, that's so sad. Wait.
You would have to move over 2 tiles, but that just makes it so that the fire bird would be able to hit him. The dark fire beast would actually be able to hit him.
That's not worth it at all. You need this archer alive as long as possible.
He's digging on this wolf right here. If he can actually get it, the wolf's no longer stunned. The damage is here.
Could he? With a crit, it might kill.
It'll get very close. But these wolves are very tanky. If the Centurion gets a turn, that guy is going down.
Oh.
Does he have any AoE attacks? I don't believe he does.
He needs this crit though.
Ooh, because they're locked eyes, this accuracy was actually raised.
Wow.
This is starting to turn around on him. Snarl might actually be the play here. It's 0 SP cost, so will lower the cat's initiative by 25%.
Man, and the pack courage is... Oh, passing. Greater blast?
He's afraid he doesn't have enough damage. He might need to teleport behind Flinny's archer and try to do a move here.
Yeah.
He's going to try and teleport in and greater blast.
Yep.
He's digging. He's looking hard. The problem is he's going to get deluged because the greater fire beast can actually be hit over the top of this cat.
Yeah.
But Flinny's out of position for a deluge. If this guy moves up 1 tile, he's going to get deluged.
Yeah.
If he
such an interesting
he will
decision.
not get deluged, but then he had to use his entire turn to teleport.
Yep.
He's struggling to make a decision here.
It's kind of a picking the shiniest turd situation here. Unfortunately.
He thinks he has to block the archer's deluge here. Either that or he has to pass.
He blew the turn teleporting. Oh my, and there's... Yeah. Now, here's the question. Do you go after the other wolf, or do you...
The cat is out of SP. I think the more prudent decision is to kill this guy because the wolf doesn't actually have any damage abilities. Like, he only had, like, calls and other stuff.
It's the precision.
Unfortunately, all of the Affinity Beasts have innate face. They will always turn to face their target. You can never get a backstab on an Affinity Beast.
Okay, dog's getting in there. What's he doing next? He needs to block for this Affinity Beast. You cannot let the Centurion get on top of it.
He's kicking himself because the snap can't reach.
Oh, no.
He wants to get in. He wants to get in on this archer.
Yeah, the archer's gonna get to go again.
Yeah.
Get something off before they're dead. That sucks. Let's see. What does the archer do with their last?
He wants the deluge so bad. The reason there's so many A names is because I just went down the top of the character sheet and just started pulling out the first names I saw for each class. So anything that's not an A name is something that Ragnarok went through and like overwrote. I think that terrain height thing popped up and just threw off his meter.
Yep.
He's looking at the Greater Blast here. He doesn't have enough SP because he had to
Doesn't have enough
teleport.
SP. So he had to man, that teleport hurts so bad right now.
But he had to do it or else he gets deluged. Defend is massive. 75% damage reduction for 1 full turn. The dog is going to start getting his SP back. The archer can get a deluge off here.
And the archer can move. The archer can move and potentially force another movement out of the...
If Flynny looks at a motivate here, he gives his archer 25% damage buff, and then he gets a deluge off and just shreds the wolf. The wolf is definitely one of the targets here.
But he roams to cut off the wolf.
He wants the deluge. He wants it so bad.
And he cut off the wolf from being able to reach the archer, so it's 100% up to the fire beast to take care of this. If the archer keeps moving, will the fire beast have enough range to reach the archer with an attack? Beautiful backstab. Does that crit? No. Okay. So the wolf can't go anywhere now. It's gonna have to do a call here. Definitely wants to heal himself. Or Fearful Snarl. If he gets all 3, that's brutal. Yep, it's got to go for it. Crit's important here. Gets it. Beautifully done. How many Fierce? 3. That's bad. Dog gets to go again. Now he opens the path for the archer to get hit.
The retreat back. Initiative down.
Free Greater Blast here.
He wants the Greater Blast, but he can't have it because he actually forced the units to move back. MekaHippie's in a good position to finally kill this archer. He's turning back around.
He needs a crit to make this kill happen.
It's unfortunate.
He does get it. The beautiful howl from the dog.
Unfortunately, everybody is feared up.
And the Lupus howls. The Lupus is available. He could heal or get an attack off.
If he gets the snap off here, he has the pack mentality. Wow, that is a long movement. Those cats.
Those cats. Wow, just completely cut off by a running attack. Beautifully played. Back to being in trouble here for our wolf boys.
He's looking.
In the Fearful Snarl.
I think it might be able to go off on the unit that's already.
It can go off on the cat, but it can't go on the. Centurion.
He's looking at a heal. He's not quite sure what to do here. If he snaps on the Centurion, the Dark Fire Beast will actually turn and group attack. I don't think either he doesn't realize it or he doesn't want to do it. He just keeps blocking the dog so the dog can't get on the height advantage.
Beautiful block.
Unfortunately, with this, I think the dog might be able to get up on the right side of the Centurion.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And the Centurion. Oh boy, this is going to be a hurtful one. The innate
face brings it around. He missed that first one. The first crit is the most important in Rags mod because it deals 75% of the damage. HP down because he hit the shield twice. He's looking at the Greater Blast into Affinity Attack. It's not doing as much damage as he was hoping for.
Yep. Greater Blast is kind of not looking great. But I do think the dog has another fear up next turn. And if he gets one more double fear, I think he can close it.
Back in this meter that he ran through the first time.
Oh no.
Something happened there.
Something bad happened there. Complete miss. Brutally bad.
Not sure what happened. He has control, so it couldn't have been a lag issue. He's playing on his own side. Fearful Snarl again.
Yeah, that needs a nerf.
Oh, he's doing the Lupus call. He's going to go for the 20% heal. He gets it.
Okay.
little bit of lag there, but that's all right. Flinny's coming back in. He wants one of these two to go down. I'm pretty sure if he hits,
can he kill the Darkfire?
I think if he hits the Darkfire Beast and then the Centurion, well, the Centurion's out of SP. The Centurion might have enough SP for like a roam.
Oh,
if he can roam on this dog, it's over.
Oh, but the dog has another.
He's going for the Lupus spam. I think that he should have probably went in on this Darkfire Beast.
Or a Fearful Snarl. A Fearful Snarl into another Fear. Holy moly.
Yeah, it gives him 2 turns.
Gives him 2 turns. Fearful Snarl nerf when. The chat demands it.
The wolves are a little bit OP this patch. This one was looking like it was going to be quick, and now there's a little bit of movement as they're trying to kind of stall each other out a little here. Unfortunately, the wolf wins the stall game.
Yeah.
Something's going on with his mashing meter there. Second time in a row, he almost messed it.
Yeah, he almost whiffed it there. Oh, that would have been ugly.
I think he's out of SP. He's gonna have to pass to try and get his
second SP back. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the cat becomes unfeared this next turn.
Mm-hmm. And the cat does have. Does he
has
combo
affinity attack
attacking?
too. I think he affinity attacks him for the guaranteed damage. Just an instant kill. No recourse. Go for the affinity attack, man. What are you doing?
Oh, he's got to get the precision crit. Oh, he does. It's a kill.
Sure, but the affinity attack was guaranteed.
Listen.
That is a GG. It was looking a little rough in the beginning there for Flynny, but he really did manage to bring it back around. Oh, he's messing up. He's gonna get counterattacked really hard here. Yeah. Blocking with the weapon. Does he have enough fire affinity to do something here? I don't think so. I think this is the end.
And the water affinity is just very sad.
Costs an additional 0.5 turns to use his affinity attack too. But Fire Affinity 1 does steal HP. I forgot how strong these Dark Beasts are. Looks like he's trying to decide between slightly more damage or life stealing it. I think the life steal has to be the move here. It's the only way to get yourself.
Gotta be the play. For sure.
It didn't actually steal it. Maybe the tooltips are incorrect.
Put that one on me. Put that one on the list, JR. Beautiful air attack for the kill here.
69 damage. Ending it off.
Good play. Good play.
Pull back onto the commentation screen here.
Okay, so Flynny gets the first one there with some beautiful play from his archer, who I thought was dead to rights.
Yeah, he kept that guy around for a really long time.
Very clean play from the cat to cut off that wolf repeatedly. Very, very well done with these running attacks. Very nice build to give the cat the speed to do what it needs to do. What do you think MekaHippie does in response to his first loss? The wolves did look good. What do you change?
Now that Flynny has to take first pick, it gives him it gives MekaHippie a little bit of an opportunity here to kind of, it seemed like that first time he was really dead set on the comp that he chose, but maybe this time it's time to kind of switch it up a little bit and do some counter picks instead of a full synergy. I know in his teams he has a spreadsheet somewhere. He's got a lot of synergies. Like he's got the undead summoner with the cultist, with the undead legionnaire, with the other undead legionnaire. Like that is a strong core team. But then you just get wrecked by heavy units. So
yeah,
the wolf spam seemed strong. It just didn't. It couldn't last it out. There was too much damage coming in. I think he got nipped a little bit by the mechanics there. Maybe the cat is just a bit overtuned comparatively, but the wolves do have a lot of damage. He just opted for a more support base. But then instead of having 5 damage dealers, you only have 3 damage dealers, and one of them is typed against heavy, a medium to a heavy. Need a drink of water there. It might be time to bust out like a Galder Cultist. The Galder, I believe I saw on his sheet, his Galder does not have any damage abilities. His Cultist might not either, but the Galder Shriek abilities, if you get in the middle of the enemy team and you use those Shrieks, they are big damage.
So MekaHippie's Galders are Cry of Awakening, Cry of Command, Cry of Rage, Cry of Sacrifice, Shriek of Disruption, and then Affinity Blessing, Battle March, Fury of the North, Rage of Aldrez, and Wrath of Aldrez.
No damage at all.
No
so putting the Galder on the
damage.
battlefield, I mean, if Flynny would have kept the Satyr in the back line and just had him do a little jig back there and get the crowd meter all the way up, they would he probably could have won that a little more decisively.
I agree. I think but that's the tough thing about Satyr. He is huge, but he is also extremely easy to turn into a liability. And I really think
very low defense. No
yes, I
damage
really
reduction
think
abilities.
he should have. I really think he should have kept that poor little Satyr in the back and just had him dance, because the initiative bonus was overwhelming at one point where the wolves could not keep up with the damage, and he started losing, and he lost 1 or 2 people because the initiative change before he lost the Satyr, and then it was kind of equalized. So if you're careful with that Satyr, you can make it put in a ton of work.
I'm kind of interested. He does have a bandit up there. MekaHippie
You know
has
what
a
might
bandit
be
up in his
some,
second slot. I haven't seen a bandit yet in this tournament.
Spicy tech. Let me check Flynny's skills on his Yeti.
So there's an interesting thing. He's got the bandit up there. The bandits now have a passive. Instead of having to be near other bandits, they just have to be near other light units. He might try like a bandit Sakari Secutor build.
Let it be known, not to gas up a Yeti against a wolf build, the Yeti does have deliberate nature, which makes the wolves miserable because he's immune to fear because of deliberate nature, which means the Yeti actually hard counters about half of the wolf's CC. He can still get snarled to lose I, and he can still get nipped, but he's got really, really decent potential to keep this Yeti out against the stall, and the Yeti can spam damage ups.
I don't remember if I think the Cry of Angers actually do stack if you continue to use them. Not all of the damage ups in the game can stack like that.
Cry of Anger stacks. I don't remember.
Yes, there are a couple of abilities that can stack. Yeti is a very hard counter to Undead. He's both magic, he's heavy. The Undead just can't do anything against it. Numbing Blows is considered magic damage. He has Frost Breath. He can summon another Yeti. It's just... And if you have Water Affinity on him so he can move and attack, about 15 seconds till we're gonna cut back
Yeti
over.
is a very interesting cheese pick, for sure. I wouldn't say cheese pick. He's a very good counter pick. Very good 5th pick to really... And if you see double wolves, maybe it's worth going that Yeti, because the wolves' damage is just miserable. Yeti to push down. I stopped talking this time. If you can use the Yeti to shove the damage in and speed up the game to the point the wolves can't do anything about it, you're winning. So that might be a thought. If you really hated that wolf fear spam, you can get a Yeti in there and he can just go to town.
We're getting back
Let's
into
see what
it.
the stadium pick is.
Is it going to be Dries? Is it going to be the Pit? The Pit is the only map that is not a 5v5. It is actually a 4v4.
I would love to see a Pit.
Scorched Oasis is actually pretty good. There is a center island. If you put a ranged unit on there, you can only have 1 unit from each team on the center island. Kaltha, again, are they going to stay away from the boxes this time?
Oh, the box.
Lenny's got the first pick here. Since he was the winner of the last one, it gives a slight advantage to the other team.
Okay. Let it be known that Flynny does not have an Undead Summoner, so first picking doesn't matter. It is Mecha who's the one who wants to bluff an Undead Summoner if he's going to go that build.
A bear pick early, though, makes an Undead Summoner a little less useful.
Especially if a Yeti is always hanging out in the background. And we saw what the Yeti did in the first game. He's kind of died a little early, but when he did slap someone, he did basically beat one of the Undead to death.
Yeah,
very quickly.
MekaHippie thinking hard here. Taking a Peltis.
Peltis loves the boxes.
The boxes are huge for the Beltist. Is he going for the Galdir? Galder?
Oh my. Oh my. Is it a Galder? A Galder's very committal at this point. He's
swerving for the Cultist.
Oh, no. Galder's very committal here. I don't know.
The Cultist has the finger.
Okay, Amazon is a very interesting choice. I don't remember how many females does Mecha have here.
An ogre here is actually huge if Flynny is going to cycle in a couple lights as his last 2 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Mecha has a good balance of women on his team. He could very easily counter this Amazon. Something's happening. Oh, never mind. They just hit the wrong button.
Just an oopsie.
The rundown of the first match was Mecha was looking like he was up a little bit, and then Flynny dragged it out with a cat and a Centurion. And it was a really sluggy fight because the wolves are just spamming 20% heals.
Sharp cat play. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, he used the 3 extra movement, the 3 tile extra movement the cat gets to keep the dog away from going up onto an upper platform. The bandit pick coming out. It looks like he's going to try and cycle into all women here to counter out this. Oh.
Okay. And then he picks the Minotaur. So the Minotaur is very weak to the Amazon.
That opens something up for Flynny here because the ogre gets massive buffs if he has if he has a light unit within any range of him. The second tour would probably be massive. The return of the cat would be pretty good. Mongrel Shaman is fine.
I kind of want to see the light just get picked now.
I mean, he has to pick Shaman. And a Zerker. Yeah. We got the first Zerker of the tournament.
First Zerker of the tournament. Live by the Zerker, die by the Zerker. You're either going to get a Satyr situation.
Berserker balling it out.
Big
we got the double Zerky action on the battlefield.
Okay, so I'm going to, let's see. I'll get the Berserkers out. And I'll see if there's any differences.
They should be fairly equal.
They should be, but you know. Skills. Berserker. We've got a couple Chads in the room. Okay. No. So
they're placing around these boxes down here.
The Berserkers are quite different, actually.
Ah. Does one of them spam Petrifies and Fears?
One of them is End Berserk form, Furious Rage, Tranquil Rage, Yowl, Adrenaline, Dodge, Endure Pain, Ignore Pain, and Wounded Counter.
Like no combos or anything. He's going straight in. No combos or anything.
Straight in, dedicated to the rage, to the grind set.
There is a small chance that MekaHippie doesn't know that on Rag's mod, when you rage, you get to retain control of your unit.
He might not. And interestingly enough, the other Berserker is much more standard. Axe Throw, Gouging Fury, Combo 1-2, Howl Rage, Yowl.
Jetbones, I don't have your guys's yeah, you don't have not all the sheets are public, but I can DM you your own sheet. Or Neil can DM you your own sheet. He wants the sheet for his Gunyer and his Peltist if you are being so inclined.
Jetbones does, yes.
Yeah.
Get ready to get DM'd by a random person, friends.
Yeah, so what I did to get your guys' skills is I took screenshots of all the games, sent it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT transcribed it into a text file with emojis to denote it being what type of move. Took me about 3.5 hours last night. He also wants his 2 Minotaurs. The problem with the Minotaurs is the Minotaur skill files are named Minotaur and Minotaur 1. They're not named after themselves.
I'm just going to send him the zip.
Yeah, I sent you the whole zip.
Well, not a zip. I unzipped
We're digging straight into the second round here. I forgot to do the 5-minute post commentary, but that is okay. We want to kind of start trudging this along. We've been at this for 4 hours now. Going into game time. The boxes are slightly off kilter here, actually. Flynny has the control of the boxes immediately. He could look for an axe throw here if he has it. Get a little bit of chip damage right on that bandit.
All right, those have been sent. Let's take a look at the game here.
Interestingly, the Berserker's feet are going through the sand.
Wear sandals next time, Fivehead.
He might be looking for like an. I don't know if he actually has axe throw on his guy here. Axe throw or furious assault.
One of them.
He has axe throw.
This is the axe throw one. So this is the non-rage dedication one. Kind of the more normal.
Yeah, he might have a regular rage. So the thing with the bandit is when it's within 2 tiles of another light unit, he actually gets a huge amount of damage increase. It looks like he's got a shank on that bandit, so if he can get some backstab damage on someone that doesn't have awareness, that's 4x damage bonus. He can get on top of that box to hit that ogre. The range of these bandits is extremely versatile. He's moving backwards.
Oh, interesting. I think the ogre needs to take the high ground like right now, like yesterday.
He might be kicking himself here with not having the axe throw on the Berserker. This is a very unfortunate position. If the ogre gets a turn off before that Berserker gets up there, he can get on top of that platform and just start causing issues.
Yeah, he can hog the platform.
I don't think he realized his weapon does not give affinity.
Oh no.
On MekaHippie, so his cultist is going to be actually useless here.
Oh no. I don't like to say that too much, but oh gosh, that is a tragedy. And the ogre hogged the spot and got a running attack height advantage. Gets the crit. Oh, the Berserker's taken so much damage already. Okay, but we've got Bologna.
Belgutai. It's like almost like a off-brand Bugatti.
The thing here is, does the bandit the bandit is kind of close to making kind of close to getting into a spot to backstab.
He's going into a turtle comp.
Okay.
He takes reduced damage, but if someone walks within 1 tile of him, he will deal damage for every tile that you walk next to him.
Sends in the bear. Does he want the bear just... The problem is using the bear to block the Peltus doesn't work because the Peltus can just throw over. Back off is going to happen.
He's going to get hit twice here.
Oh boy, 2 hits. Yuck.
Wow.
Beautiful turtle build.
That is 200 damage.
Charge goes off though. Peltus is going to get hit.
Will it matter? The Peltus does have a ranged basic strike now, so she can move and kite at the same time. Oh, I remember this comp that he was looking into. You use focus, your next turn, you get to deal 2.5 times damage.
Interesting.
So if he gets stunned by the bear, then the Peltus is in a lot of trouble here. But that bear is kind of in the middle of a little bit of a zone.
No man's land.
All by himself. Flynny with the volley. If he can get in position to volley here.
But the Amazon could move in for... Does the Amazon have flirt? I'd have to check.
No.
Does she have the mind control? Sorry, does she have the mind control?
I did not see it.
Oh, and the cultist is just dead weight here. Yuck.
Uh-oh, bear might go down.
Oh, bear's gonna take
if he does a running attack backstab on this bear, he's dead. I don't know if he's realizing how much damage he's gonna do, but he's gonna die if he gets the backstab here.
Losing the bear early would be bad. The bear's the only thing stopping the lights from running in.
Well, the bear is also a heavy unit, so the lights do extra damage to him. You see the health bar jumping there? That's because the shank damage is trying to come through.
Uh-oh.
See if he gets the crit here for the shank. It might just one-shot this bear.
It might be a kill.
221 damage right to the butt.
Bear's dead.
Not looking good for Flynny. Oh, the cultist can generate affinity.
Oh, and the ogre's never gonna go again. And he's busy staring at the Berserker because he running attacked. The bandit could get another shank backstab. If
that is really interesting that she can still generate affinity even without being able to generate affinity because she doesn't have a typed affinity. Lenny's going to use all of his SP to throw axes. It costs 3.
I think he kind of needs to get in there. And now this Berserker is going to get a beautiful side attack off. Surprise attack probably incoming for the bandit. considering a TP. Oh, amp curse. Okay, let's see the damage. Does the ogre get one shot here? Holy.
That's that
Holy
2.5.
moly.
That's that 2.5 times focus damage come through.
Yeah. That's a spicy meatball.
She might be dead. Just one shot with that focus. MekaHippie's teams really, when I was looking at him yesterday, they seem pretty good. This looks like a strong. So we're about to see the breakout meter here if he uses trample. It does very little damage, but it does it repeatedly.
Do we see the trample?
Nope. He's looking for the maze.
Nope.
Oh, maybe. He might do it.
Yeah, get on the Mongol Shaman. Why not? You're in a commanding lead at this point. I think you just go.
Gotta flip it back over to Flynny so that he can spam the A button. 3 damage, guaranteed multiple hits. 4 hits minimum, but the damage wasn't that high. But the crowd loves it when you do multiple hits. So his crowd meter is now at 3 bars. If you can get to the 4th bar, you can get, it gives you extra like 25% critical damage. Okay, does he have the fart move here? Does he have the fart move here?
Does he have the Boger fart? My second favorite character besides the undead summoner.
No, no Boger fart.
No Boger fart.
Actually, it might be under special. No, it's just purge.
Oh, yuck. No toot. But what was really important is there's no free backstab for the bandit anymore. He can at best get a side attack.
See the raking claws here to bleed. I think it's a 5 or 10% bleed, something like that.
No affinity yet.
I don't know how it's doing percentage bleed because I don't have the percentage bleed code on. That meter is a very tricky one to do a combo attack.
Yes, Mongrel Shaman combo attack is not the easy. The bear's body is still there clogging up the back line a little. Interesting. Kind of makes it hard for the Berserker to get where he wants to go.
The puke would have purged all of the effects, but I think he was just trying to get a little bit of free damage off.
Get a target leg. The ogre initiative is about to be miserable. Ooh, a sleet.
The bear's body's finally gone. Vigor theft is pretty good. Lets you, as much damage as you deal is how much you steal.
Well, it also, the other thing is he's already been nerfed. His affinity's already been nerfed, so you could stack that with Vigor Theft and really make it miserable. It's 35%. Let's see. Beautiful crit. Both of them on their A game here.
The slicing attack is also massive. Heavy bleeding damage is pretty strong. I'm actually not sure how it's doing percent max health bleed because I don't have the percent max health bleed code on. All right, my throat is getting a little bit dry, so I'm just... I was just answering some messages on my side there as I was taking a quick throat break. My throat is actually, like, going crazy on me. We've been talking almost non-stop for 4 hours and 15 minutes.
It's been a great time. I'm having fun, but we are in for a marathon, and it does look like this will be a second 3-game series. Just going off my gut instinct for this game.
When I asked Neil if he wanted to be the co-commentator today, he didn't realize he was signing up for a full-time job.
Yeah. Get a beautiful. So I'm not against the maze. I do think the Berserker was the better maze target.
Well, it would have confused the ogre and the Berserker.
Yeah, I do think the maze should have been that way.
He's digging. He looks like he was digging for that mind control. He's like 5 affinity off.
That sucks. Is he gonna
mind control? He could just swiftly end it right here if you mind controlled the ogre.
Yeah, but the ogre's initiative is so garbage. Maybe you save it for the last target.
Yeah, literally for whoever's last. Because if you steal the last target, you instantly win. It's basically like instantly killing a unit if you hit the meter.
Interesting. Quick TP.
The Barbarian has not, or the Berserker has not taken enough damage to let him rage yet. Although it is currently better for him to maintain being a light unit because the Minotaur deals reduced damage and the others also deal reduced damage. Ooh.
No.
Slow on that meter.
Pressure's getting onto. Pressure starts to sink in about halfway through game 2, feels like.
So people start falling apart. He's going for the target leg. I think he's kind of kicking himself now. He doesn't have that much damage.
Yeah, this is a very utility centered build on this Berserker.
For future tournaments, we'll break it up into multiple days. There's no way that we could, if we had like 8 people competing today instead of 4, like we're barely gonna have enough time to do 4 today. There's be no way we could do 8 in one day. Unless we did different matches at the same time, but then people have to choose which match they want to watch, and I don't like doing that to people. Frozen. The confusion's setting in. MekaHippie looks like he's probably got this one in the bag.
Yeah, not much to say here, is there? Ogre's about to be down. I think that was the last. Oh! Revive? Counterattack? Ow, miss.
HP down and bleeding minus 54.
That's a yikers.
It might have been better just to combo attack this bandit. It might have actually killed her, but
there's just not much to do here, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Peltis with the focus instantly taking the Amazon out of the fight was just absolutely destructive. This Berserker does have a lot of damage reduction and also is a light unit, so this Minotaur might have issues.
Yeah, that trample's not doing anything. It's not bad, because if you want to build Bard,
he doesn't have Rampage. He has Stampede, but not Rampage. That's too many movement abilities, in my opinion. I think he should have taken Rampage over Stampede.
Yeah, something to just bunt him.
He's mazing a target that's frozen for 2 more turns. I'm not quite sure the thought process behind that, but maybe it doesn't matter. I think MekaHippie's kind of kicking himself a little bit here because his Berserker doesn't have Furious Assault.
Yeah.
Furious Assault is just free 3. It's like 3 free strikes, basically. That poor Berserker is frozen, petrified, and confused.
And now he's about to be amplified.
Nope. Can't reach it.
Nope. Can't reach it. Oh, just another sleet onto the Ogre. He's going to have a great time.
I don't know if he can be... Yeah, he can be frozen again.
Yep.
Really unfortunate here. Wow, that damage. Peltis, that's what I was saying earlier with the Peltis versus the Gungnir thing. The Peltis damage is higher, their range is a little bit further, but they can't transform. That transform lets you get different weight classes and also heal 20% of your health.
Doink. Oh, look at that man clap.
Ooh, that's a meter on the right. Okay, he's in the adrenaline stance. It won't matter.
Won't matter. I think he's dead. Oh,
he's still confused, so I think he's gonna kill the ogre and let the confused units just kill themselves.
Yep.
This might be round 2 to MekaHippie. We're going into another 3-rounder.
The mind control dab for the win. That's the big question we're asking here.
He doesn't have enough affinity to do the mind control dab unless he oblations himself here.
Oblation yourself, coward. Get the mind control win.
She's stealing affinity from herself when she uses oblation. Poor Flinny doesn't even get a turn to end out the round here.
Yep, Mongrel Shaman's completely confused. Dazed and confused.
MekaHippie looking for anything other than strike to use here.
Oh no, he missed.
Prolong this out as long as possible.
The trample might actually hurt.
He might be able to indirect fire and hit this guy. Oh, he doesn't have enough SP. He doesn't have enough for the mind control. He's literally 1 SP off. He needs to
hit himself again. Oh, God, he's just gonna freeze. Oh, and he doesn't even get the crit on the sleep. Oh my. Still frozen. Man. This is a certified fun time to watch for sure.
That's gonna be a certified fun time for me to go through 10 hours of footage to edit it down. I'm probably gonna edit it into like games per series and release series on like one day. Maybe like Monday will be like Uncool Buy versus Jet Bones, and then yada yada, keep going from there.
I got
Then I've got content for an entire week. That is going to be a GG.
GG. Very well played.
Tied up. Gladius the movie. No, this won't be Gladius the movie. This will be Gladius the trilogy.
I was about to say, we're like reaching on Lord of the Rings levels of like, and we've got this game, and then we have 2 more matches. We got another 6 hours of content available.
I told them that if they want, they can go straight into the next game, but if they want to take a quick little break, they can.
I would love to see a pit game.
A pit game, a little 4v4 action. Channeler's Temple is actually an interesting pick here.
Okay, so you've just lost to this. You've just lost. You need to make a bit of a comeback. Your first game was very close. Second game wasn't as close. Was that a Ursula? Oh, it was
it's so that they can cycle.
Pick. I got you. What do you do if you're Flinny here? How do you come back from this?
You try to replicate what you did in the first game. It's really unlikely that somebody's going to do the same strat twice, but we might see the return of the Peltist here. I can almost feel MekaHippie looking through his document right now in order to see what his next comp is, because he sent me one that had 3 separate full comps in it that all have synergy together. The Amazon getting one shot was really just a turning point in that game.
Oh, absolutely. And because the Amazon was very much threatening the Minotaur and the Zerker. And once she went down to the Peltist, it was very dangerous. So,
man, I've got to say, I'm not jealous of people who cast for a living. My vocal cords are going to be destroyed tomorrow.
You have a big mouth like me. Is that it? Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, Giga Cringe is back. Giga Cringe is back. Undead Governor. Okay, so the Amazon's
of its own, but I don't know if it actually has focus. He's thinking of the Galdir. Galdir are huge against undead.
Yep.
And the Sand Knight, he's going all in on the counter picks.
Okay, but what do we see wolf spam?
No, he might do Galdir. Yeah, he's gonna do Galdir
on Galdir.
The problem is MekaHippie's Galdir is all about buffing. It has nothing but buffs. He might bring back the Peltus, or maybe the Channeler. The Channeler has a word that I can't pronounce. Galdier are good against undead because they have the Scream attack, and the Scream attack is counted as magic damage and it's AoE. And
I would
it scales with their power stat.
Not to gas up a unit, I'd love to see a Yeti here if we're seeing undead spam.
A Gungnir, knowing that MekaHippie is playing undead. Interesting decision with the Gungnir.
I like the Scarab. I'm just not sold by the Gungnir just yet. I don't know.
There's pretty good chance that MekaHippie takes 2 undead legionnaires here.
The only thing about committing to double undead legionnaires is you're risking it against a Yeti. If a Yeti walks up, he's going to club your sad little undead legionnaires to death. But at the same time, if you take undead legionnaire and you get around that Yeti, like, who's killing your undead legionnaires? Like, the Galdier's got the Scream, but she can't kill both of them, and they'll just rush her down and spam shit on her.
Absolutely.
They have tons of CC. Tons of CC, can petrify, completely obnoxious, and you can just keep dumping shit right on top of her, and she's going to struggle. So, okay, a Peltus
for round 2. He's going to probably try and one-shot the Gungnir.
Yeah, the Gungnir is under extreme threat from a focused Peltus.
And there's no way he can get in on that Peltus fast enough.
There is no way.
And the Channeler to round out the comp.
He's got a Burrowing Scarab on that team.
I suppose the Burrowing Scarab, but he can't kill the Peltus fast enough.
No, and the Scarab doesn't have...
Flinny almost needs an undead here.
Yeah, but...
Unless his Cultist has mind control.
Is it Flinny's team? I'll check.
A Yeti would also be fine. Yeah, he's looking like he's pulling the Yeti. He's pulled in the Yeti.
Cultist only has Sleet and Ice Storm, no mind control.
Okay.
So that is something to consider. Okay, so I did gas up the Yeti, so I hope it works out. For
the
Yeti
one chat here, how are you guys feeling about this format here with like the rotating picks here and their full team up in the corner? How are you guys feeling about that? Just kind of something I threw together last night. Just trying to get a good scope while we're kind of in the middle of the tournament here. Everyone's had time to look at it while we're kind of letting them place down units here. Yeti will be great. Good layout. Okay, cool. I kind of want to get rid of some of this like blank space in the background, but we'll worry about that later.
So we do have the Summoner in the... okay. So we do have extreme Scarab gameplay where he's going to be trying to rush the 2 backliners. And we have Yeti gaming.
I need to change that. I need to put a bounding box around the picture and attach the person's name to it. Good call on that. Yeah, so this is an interesting pincer attack. The Channeler's Temple, by the way, completely flat, no crowd. There's no boxes, there's no obstructions. It's just completely flat gaming.
Interesting, no crowd. I think the crowd...
Did he put Gungnir by itself all the way back there in the corner? Is that what that was? I wasn't paying attention.
Know. I think it might have been the...
Could have been the Scarab, maybe? I don't know.
No, the Scarab and the Yeti are on the right, closest.
I see.
I don't know. It's either the Gungnir. I think it was the Gungnir. All right. Let's see it.
Going into game 3, this one will decide who's going up to the finals and who's going down to duke it out for 3rd place. You have to be really careful with these Galdier because Cry of Sacrifice is the ability at the top of the stack, and if you accidentally use it, she will instantly kill herself.
Battle March already down.
Disoriented, the only reason that the full team picks is bigger is because I needed to show you what their equipment is, but I will try to see if I can arrange that a little bit better.
It is the Gungnir by himself, by the way.
He's way out there, way out in the middle of no man's land.
Which, I mean, I would
Cry of Anger spam, maybe? Skill costs half a turn. He's got Frost Breath, so if he gets up in there, he's just gonna...
beautiful Frost Breath. If he gets in there...
The problem is if the Peltus gets the focus off. Tornado costs 0 affinity.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically just pick one person and tell them to leave.
Yeah. Who are you tornadoing this round if you are playing as...
It's that Yeti for sure. That Yeti gets on your team, uses Frost Breath. He's probably going to kill your summoner. He's going to deal big damage to your Galdier.
He's boosting his own affinity. No tornado yet.
Well, he can't reach with the tornado.
Okay.
It's only a 3-tile range.
Sam Knight Schmoovin.
The Impeding Strike. I don't know if Flynny took Impeding Strike on his Sam Knight, but it's the Sam Knight's only move to attack ability. And it basically makes your next turn come 25% faster. And it makes the enemy's turn come around 33% slower. MekaHippie is still red. Flynny is still blue. It just makes it easier for the save files to be set up that way.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see if
what is the Peltus gonna do?
The focus bullseye out of this.
Wow, Impaled Legs actually pretty great here.
33% initiative decrease. A lot of initiative decreasing out of MekaHippie's teams. That's been a kind of a
focus comes out. Focus comes out. Do we get the bandit block?
Is he gonna
block? Do we
block?
get the bandit block?
It looks like he's not gonna block.
The bandit block is incredibly important.
He's thinking about the block, but he's not sure if he wants to block the Sam Knight or the Yeti. Looks like he's gonna block the Sam Knight.
I think that's a bit of a mistake, personally.
Yeah, the Yeti getting into your team and being able to use Frost Breath at will is really bad for your 3 arcane team.
If it doesn't work out, you're in so much trouble. Now you send the Scarab in.
Fiery Spittle from down frickin' town.
I don't know if that's
coming in and blocking out half the damage though. It might be better just to use regular Burrow. Oh, he's gonna try and shove the bandit. Maybe? No, it's just gonna be a Burrow. No, he's thinking about it. If he uses Tunnel and he shoves the bandit, it knocks her off course. It lets the Sam Knight still get in, and it deals a little bit of damage.
But the Yeti needs to walk in.
No,
you need to get the Yeti off.
It would push the bandit away from the Sam Knight and away from the Yeti.
I think the positioning, the Burrow would have blocked the...
No, it would have pushed the bandit one to the left here. It would have pushed her off course.
Yeah, but it would have the Scarab itself would have been the block.
He would have been right in front of the Yeti. I see what you're saying. My bad.
Yeah.
We're at the ball races here. That is a like 25 or 50% damage amp on top of Focus's 2.5 times damage amp.
Here's the thing.
I remember when I was looking at this.
Does the Peltus get the attack off before the
focus ends at the end of the next turn?
Well, do they get the attack off before the Yeti comes in and fucks everything up? Is the key.
The thing is, the Peltus has indirect fire, so he'll be able to just throw over the top of the Yeti.
Well, the Yeti, I thought it's a 4-square cone, is it not?
It's possible, but
it's a 4-square.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
it looks like he's gonna summon the. Yeah, he's gonna summon the Skelly.
Summon a Skelly in the way, right? Block with the Skelly. Okay, that's well played. But if it's a 4-square cone, he can still freeze the Summoner and the Peltus, which are the 2 most important targets here to get rid of. Oh, the tornado might come down.
So the problem here is by summoning the skeleton right there, the Yeti can now target that skeleton and cone all of them. But he just gave his team 66% initiative increase.
Yep.
This game,
and the Yeti's...
the Yeti's about to get one shot. I think MekaHippie's teams might just be a little too strong for him.
Oh, no.
That's no back shot. That's no backstab.
That's no back shot.
Sorry, my water went down the wrong pipe, and that's really hurting my already sore throat.
Oh, Impeding Strike.
Makes his next turn come slower, makes the Sam Knight's turn come faster. And now the Peltus is boxed in. He's got nowhere to go. Looking at the Frost Breath.
The Frost Breath is beautiful here.
It doesn't reach as far as we'd want to, but it will slow their initiative. That animation, by the way, was hidden in the game files, but they don't add it to the game by default. That is a freeze.
That's a freeze on the Peltus. It is a disaster. That was 3 to 4 turns put into that Peltus, just destroyed.
The other thing for MekaHippie, I knew what he was trying to do. The Channeler also has an ability that doubles the damage of their next instance damage. He can choose a target for that. So what he was trying to do was 2.5 times, 25% increase, and then double it again and just like explode somebody.
It is a complete disaster. The Sam Knight...
He was thinking about hitting his own teammate there in order to break the freeze.
But oh my goodness, what a tough position to be in now. This is the opposite of what you wanted. The Bandits might break.
I think the freeze might break if the Yeti dies. The Gungnir are just way too far away.
Yeah, the Gungnir is way too far back. You play the Gungnir there and you put him close because he can bear up if need be. You know what I mean? This attack's gonna do a whole lot of nothing.
I think he was afraid. I think he was afraid that the Gungnir would get one shot by the Peltist.
Okay, let's see the Scarab. Fury Spittle's not bad.
He's digging around for stuff to see what they got. He's thinking about no, that's a bad move. He's gonna break the Peltist out of his freeze.
He's just moving. I think the Bandit gets a turn off and kills the Yeti here, though.
Wow, the Channeler's out of affinity.
Completely out of affinity. This is ugly.
He's probably looking to Tornado in order to probably move the Yeti or the Sam Knight. He's always digging around for affinity, seeing if he can find any on someone. A lot of his team has Heretic or no affinity.
Affinity on the Peltist, but
there's some on the Yeti.
Some on the Yeti, that's probably better.
He'll steal both offensive and defensive and convert it into offensive affinity.
Ooh.
Heals all status conditions.
Remedy. So the Peltist is going to get to go eventually. Has the freeze done its job?
Ooh, the sweeping attack.
The sweep? The sweep? Street sweeper?
He's digging.
I think you gotta do that, right? Oh no! Oh no, he might not get it! Oh!
Oh, the sickly marrow.
Hit.
The sickly marrow
is obnoxious, but here's the thing. You've put so much pressure on them now. Does the long shot get where it needs to go?
The only person he can hit is the... Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh!
So that is the thing with the Gungnir, is they do have some of the longest range in the game.
Beautiful shots on the
damage is not nearly as high as the Peltist range.
No, you gotta turn.
No, you gotta hit that Peltist.
Get on the Peltist. Get on the Peltist. You can do it.
You gotta do it.
Oh my god, another Frost Breath. If he gets the crit, he gets another freeze. Completely ruins the Peltist. Oh, that's such a backbreaker. The freeze doesn't go off. The Peltist is gonna get a hit.
Here comes some screams. Here comes some screams. Getting the heavy metal coming out.
Oh no. Oh, did the pressure get to them? And now the Bandit's gonna get the free kill.
Yeah, the Yeti's going down right here, but then the Bandit dives to the Beetle, I think.
Yep, it's gonna be a trade. Gotta check the initiative bars here. They're gonna start mattering. Unfortunately, her buffs have completely ran out. She is a basic Peltist right now.
The bullseye being able to hit anybody.
But who does she needs to get a focus off. Or get an impale leg.
He's digging around in his skills to see if he can find something that matters here. Kind of in a tough spot because no matter what, I think the Peltist goes down on this next hit. The Sam Knight has another impeding strike.
Yep. And once the Galder
he
gets
goes
in,
after the stack too. Yeah.
Once the Galder gets in, he's in trouble.
He's thinking about moving with the Peltist and then blocking the pathway with the Galder.
Ah, but no, you got a body block, right? You have to body block here with the Galder. Doesn't really matter if she dies at this point.
You know, he's going for the initiative buff.
Going for the initiative buff. Oh, and a miss. Another pressure miss.
The third game jitters kicking in once again.
Dude, it gets harder and harder as these games go on. That, by the way, credit for.
Oh, there's the body
credit.
block.
There is the body block. Credit to Flippy for landing that combo 3, I believe.
For Flynny,
Flynny for landing that combo 3. That is a tough hit to make in game 3. That is a tough hit. But can he walk in and sweeping? No.
He's trying to dig, but their HP bars are all just too full. They're all taking reduced damage because all 3 of these units have full del.
Oh, and he doesn't have enough SP for a sweeping attack. Oh.
I don't think the sweeping attack would actually change too much here. He's pulling back. Yeah, he's gonna go for the strat where you try to clean up one at a time, which I honestly think is the best strat. You just got to move across and just front to back them.
And now free kill off.
It's gotta be like a combo. Yeah.
That's the combo attack kill. Yes.
Wow.
No.
1 HP. Well, she can. Oh, she can't
kills.
scream. She doesn't have the range.
Oh no. Does the ameliorate come out?
He doesn't have it.
Oh no.
Barrier is actually a pretty crazy ability too. It gives someone like 30% damage reduction. He's gonna just send someone away.
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking about it. He's got no line of sight on any enemy targets. All these range units seem to kind of just be out of position.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Gonna send her away, try to get her into a safer spot. Now this is a random teleport. She might be right in the path of the Gungnir.
And she's just completely free food for the Gungnir here.
Possibly.
And she can't even get off a...
The Gungnir might not have enough SP in order to actually hit her.
Yeah, for sure. Depends on his initiative here, I think.
He's gonna... Looks like he might, like, Cry of Command or something here.
That was a tornado moment. It surely was a tornado moment. That was one of the tornado moments
That was a certified tornado moment. He doesn't have enough SP to actually get up into the team here. He wants to use an affinity attack. I honestly believe for some of these heavy units, a water affinity attack is actually very bad for the enemy team.
Long throw 2 is just enough. He's gonna get the hit. Oh,
water affinity attack for repositioning on heavies is actually insane because it lets you move 2 to 3 tiles and still do an affinity attack. So you can really decimate somebody.
To a 4v4, and the heavies are kind of where they want to be.
When the Peltas dies, MekaHippie doesn't really have any damage left.
Yeah, and here's the thing: the Sam Knight is right where he wants to be. He's on top of him, being obnoxious. They're gonna have to waste all their time trying to chunk down the Sam Knight. Gets the retreat, unfortunately. Yep, that sucks.
It's looking like MekaHippie's probably going to go for... Yeah, he's going to start chucking spears. He might try to go for a focus here. He's in a safe position. He could focus. Yeah, it's safe-ish. I mean, the Scarab could go for a burrow play, but at that point, if you're going for a burrow play and you mess it up, you're getting a little bit beat up. He's looking for the cover area so the Sam Knight can't come back. He's really thinking about it. The problem is the Scarab will just burrow through, and the Sam Knight can just go out and around, because now he's going to have enough SP to use Impeding Strike.
Or, yeah, Impeding, sorry.
He's looking at maybe slow turning the Galder, maybe?
I just don't know what hitting that...
I honestly think a focus play might be the play, but the problem is if the Scarab gets behind you and gets to go again, you're just doomed. Because the Peltas is your last source of damage. You could always Shriek of Sacrifice on the Galder and kill her and heal all of your units for like half of her HP.
It might be
Fury
that
of the North, that give them all that gives them all counterattack.
Okay, let's see it.
He's going for the tunnel, which guarantees deals damage.
I believe that's not a bad, and it gets him in horrific positions.
Oh, don't go there. If he tunnels next to that channel, if he would have tunneled in between the Channeler, the Galdier, and the Peltas, he probably could have killed the Peltas. He could have killed the Peltist.
Wait, the scare attack is pushing the scare attack will be pushing the Scarab into the Peltist.
He's thinking of Sleet Spam. Firebomb even. Nope, might be a tornado move. So if he would have burrowed, or if he would have tunneled right next to the Peltist, he would have dealt damage to the Peltist, but the Peltist can't move any further out, so they would have actually been touching, which is a much better position for the Scarab than it is for the Peltist.
It is coming down to the last few inches, the last few bits of game knowledge that matters here.
And it's difficult to remember, but there is still a full HP Gungnir off to the side of the screen.
Oh yeah. The problem is, if the Gungnir is the last person left and the Undead Summoner is the last person left, the Gungnir is in trouble.
It'll
even
be
if
like
he
round
transforms.
one.
Even
It'll be
if
a
he
repeat of round one.
transforms.
No, actually, no. If he transforms, the Gungnir wins because he can turn into a bear and just pummel him.
You'd think, but the amount of retreats and stuff that they can force is very tough.
Well, the bear has like some knockdown moves and stuff. It gets tricky. He's looking for the impeding. Oh, he just barely can't make it. But he's gonna slow turn the channeler, making it impossible for her to get another turn off before something happens. Yeah. The problem here is that the Peltist might one-shot the Galder.
Yeah. Oh, the Galder gets to go. Battle March? Oh, they're in range.
Song of Alderus is a little bit better, 15% bonus damage for the next 3 of the Galder's turns. I believe if she dies, the effect goes away though. And when she's singing, she can be backstabbed from like any direction.
Where's the scare attack go? Oh, it goes the wrong way.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a rough move there. He doesn't have enough affinity to do anything.
Yeah, he's got a darkness from life here. There's no other option. Hits himself. Only 25% of a turn. Oh my god, the Scarab gets to move.
Not enough SP. No, he needs to turn around and hit that Peltist. He's got to. It won't do enough.
It won't.
But then the Sand Knight doesn't have wide swing. It won't do enough. Crit's only 50% bonus damage on top.
But was it calculating the extra damage?
I can tell just from game knowledge that it would not have been enough.
Was it calculating the extra damage from the rage of
yeah, it
there's
was.
Another 35% on top.
No. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it would not have killed.
Maybe. I don't know. I might have YOLO'd it personally.
Well, he wants to set up so that because the Sam Knight strike will absolutely kill. I forgot to switch the fucking I'm getting fatigued. Fortunately that strike doesn't matter too much.
Completely dead to a correct impale leg here. Oh, perfect timing. Dead.
Yeah, he's robbed of 6 damage. That is completely on me because I have to manage the buttons over here, and I am been doing this for 4.5 hours.
He's got to move in, right? There's no more time to hang out back here. Okay.
Can he get the strike? It does kill if he strikes and crit. Oh, he just has to hit. He doesn't even have to crit. Okay, this is now coming in a little closer because now MekaHippie is almost out of damage.
And the Galdir is untouched in the back, and she's just chilling.
She's just screaming from across the battlefield. Hey, you're doing great!
And the Sand Knight is in a perfect position right now, unless he gets tornadoed. Free spam. Watch out.
The Sam Knight will have enough to do an impeding strike when he's done being frozen.
Yep, true.
Affinity Blessing, huge for his team here. It's only only arcane units. Look at that range for the Galdir. I forgot it was the entire map.
Yeah, it's ginormous. The Gungnir's almost here, and he's gonna make the Galdir quite sad once he gets in.
Yeah. MekaHippie doesn't have anywhere to move him to move the Galdir to get a line of sight break either.
There's no safe place for the Galdir either. Yeah. It's getting very risky, and undead melees are very good, but they're not very good against Sam Knights.
Oh, interesting, the Galdier is actually low initiative right now. She's 4 initiative under her base. Something, I'm not quite sure what was affecting it there.
Okay, falls out. Initiative up.
Oh, the undead playing for the other team breaks the freeze and then just fucks off. It's going for the body block.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
He breaks the freeze and says, bye.
My work here is done. Fucks off. And now the Galdier is going to be walking in, presumably to go.
He needs to start moving the Galdier. He's got to
the
stop
Galdier
sitting
needs
for a
to move
moment.
it.
He's got to get in there.
No, don't do that. Just go. Just go. Just go. Battle March isn't even worth it. Get your Galdier in. Ugh. You need to make this 2v3 into a 3v3. By the way, the Gungnir needs to hardcore bear up and start beating the shit out of the undead summoner.
The Gungnir might have indirect fire, which would let him throw over the top of the undead and maybe hit the channeler. Interestingly, I don't think Flynny's Galdier has Cry of Awakening, which would break the freeze. It basically lets you do anything. He's afraid to put the summon over there. He's afraid to put the skeleton back over by the Sam Knight. Give him a little pokey in the back. Not even using scare attack, just straight up autoing him. Flynny really sad here. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Why would the fleshless target not kick in there?
Sheesh.
Wow.
Tons of damage. Tons of damage. I think the undead summoner thought he was a lot safer than he was.
Flynny just needs to take a turn just to start. Yeah, he just needs to start sprinting. He needs to get in there. He needs to start using his heavy metal shouts and just kick the crap out of him.
Yeah,
the cry of sacrifice right here might actually be worth it.
It might be the play, because if your summoner dies, you're going to collapse. There's nothing you can do to win if your summoner's dead here. You need that summon running around to stop the Sam Knight. Shriek of Disruption. They still have time because he's still going to be frozen for a while.
Lots of stalling going on in these comps. Wow, she doesn't have any affinity. She's got to take an entire turn to generate affinity.
I believe the Galdier's next.
He wants out.
Yeah, he does want out. That is absolutely fine. Out she goes. Problem is,
Splintering Bones is actually bad for MekaHippie to use here.
Yep. He's got to run.
Yeah. It might be a transform into a bear angle here, honestly. I don't know if his turns would come up even any more often, but
I don't think Bellows worth
really
on the
unfortunate.
Other
yeah, he's not in range. He needs to just keep running towards the other units.
Yeah, I think he needs to run to the mosh pit because the Galder could pick off the undead summoner here.
Oof.
Oh, there's the fear. Super sad.
And he's immediately not feared anymore.
But you know, the thing is,
Gungnir has a ton of affinity. If she steals affinity here, no wait, he doesn't because he put heretic on him.
Wow, beautiful play to deny the cultist stealing affinity.
Affinity up. He's digging. He's trying to think here. He's feeling the pressure kind of come in. We got like 2.5 damage characters versus 3 non-damage characters. He's not really sure what to do. Stealing health from your own unit here is actually crazy.
I think it's the play.
Yeah, you get like 40 health back and a little bit of affinity. The Galdier not knowing what to do. I honestly, with the amount of health she has, at some point you have to do the Shriek of Sacrifice because that Sam Knight is no longer frozen. Once he gets his impeding strike, combo attack 2, but the back half of it just seemed to fall out. Impeding strike.
Oh
it's
no,
not gonna
impeding
kill her.
strike.
It's not going to kill her. The full Del is just too strong. It's going to make her next turn come up way slower.
Way slower, and it's just going to be tough. It's going to be very tough for her to make him. If she gets her Song of Sacrifice stolen here, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, that Song of Sacrifice would actually be really, really good for these last 2 units. But even the question is, if the Song of Sacrifice goes off, does it even?
Wait, it might not freeze here. Oh, it did freeze.
Does the health difference matter from the Song of Sacrifice?
I think so. It might be time for the Sam. The Sam Knight might die here. Splintering Bones gets rid of the freeze, though.
He won't have enough SP in order to Impeding Strike again. He might not be able to get back in range.
And he's still passing. Shriek should kill the...
He's going for the sacrifice.
That is the... I think that's the play.
She's gonna explode here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, big HP up.
Yeah.
Might be a bit doomed now for Flynny. That Cry of Sacrifice is quite strong.
Yep. And now here comes the Firebomb. If the Sam Knight's dead, I think it's over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless the Gungnir becomes unfeared.
Yeah,
He's
unless the
unfeared.
Gungnir... Okay, he gets over himself a little.
He's got to wait for the skeleton's body to finish disappearing before he can... Oh, he didn't wait. If he would have waited 2 more seconds, the body would have disappeared and he would have been able to summon another skeleton. I don't think he realized. I think he thought he was out of affinity.
Does the Gungnir get in?
They are 1-1. This is the ending of the 3rd match. If this Galdir can get in here...
You gotta stop doing solves. It's not worth for 2 people. You have to get in.
Yeah, that Darkness from Life was not great, because he could have summoned the skeleton.
I can't see the reason you'd literally buff 1 unit.
I mean, if he's got the Unstoppable Throw again, it hits both of them. It hits both of them. It's really not enough, though.
It's not enough. I think you just need to get her in there and start pressuring the summoner.
Interesting that that ability is not considered a ranged attack. Or a piercing attack. Even though it literally just pierced 2 people.
Skelly 1 is huge here because it's increased initiative means it probably gets something off. Okay, Skelly 3 is fine. I don't think
the music keeps going up and down because people are healing and then units are coming into the battle.
Okay, what's she gonna do?
Looks like he's thinking about giving affinity to the undead summoner.
It's not a bad idea. And the summoner can now use his skeleton as a health battery and just chill. The Galdir has to get in. It's spent way too much time on the
problem is if the Galdir gets in at this point, the channeler can just TP her away.
Freezing. Or Freezer.
Or Splintering Bones. Like, there's just too many things keeping her from getting in now.
She spent way too much time hanging out on the wrong side of town, and it's starting to be a problem.
If he uses Splintering Bones here, I think it's just over. Interesting. He's going for the heal.
You steal life your channeler to make sure she dies, huh?
It's the sleet spam. Should have saw it coming.
The sleet spam. She was out for way too long. You needed to make both the Galdir and Sam Knight go in so one could get in and make the push.
He's out of SP for Unstoppable Throw. Long Throw can't reach because he's too close together. He doesn't have any affinity. I don't know why he has air affinity. I don't know why he has the air affinities even on his character, because he can't generate affinity.
In Quick Attacker.
Not bad.
Not bad. Good shot.
The dodge.
Oh, good dodge. Okay, this is not completely over yet.
This is coming down so long.
This is really coming down to the wire.
When I edit these, there's gonna be some portions in here where I'm just gonna like cut in between all the hits, and it'll just be like bam, 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 bam.
Splintering Bones, that doesn't change anything though. If the channeler gets killed, they're gonna get overpowered in a 1v2. Beautiful damage.
Grave Rot.
Oh no, Grave Rot. Poison's big.
He's looking for another sleep, but you can't sleep someone who's already sleeted.
Yep. Remedy. Doesn't do anything. I think you just...
Oh, I don't think the Firebomb is the play. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Oh, the Strike, though. That just kills the Gungnir, and it's Ogre.
Yep, Gungnir dying, and I don't think the Gungnir had the transformation. And I think it was the tiny thing of positioning. I think you're right. The tiny thing of positioning your Gungnir too far away and your Galdir too far away. They were not able to get in when they needed to.
Yeah, I was under the impression that there was some transform in there. Now it just gets sleeted again. Yeah, there needs to be a freeze immunity after that sleet, so it can't be a break free immediately into sleet.
Yeah.
It's just half an affinity cost is just too good.
I think if it was
Hoping they don't just try to drag this out for too long, because we still have two more matches to get through, or two more bracket pieces to get through.
I call 2 more sets. 2 more sets of 3.
No, one of them will be a set of 3, and the other one will be a best of 5. The grand finals are a best of 5, so we have to sit through 5 matches. It might be a...
You have me here till midnight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, DoorDash you some dinner or something. Give Neil some compensation.
Where's my Amazon gift card?
If you want one, I'll send you one as payment.
I'm kidding.
12 hours of work? Oh, boy.
12 hours of work for nothing? That sounds like my teaching job.
I was hoping when I asked everybody earlier if they'd be okay with splitting the competition up into 2 days, but everyone was busy tomorrow and you're going to be gone tomorrow. I was like,
I'm in Florida. Seeing my mom. Yeah, that blows.
After I saw the tech test take 45 minutes, maybe we can just make the finals a best of 3 instead of a best of 5.
And next time when we have multiple days.
Yeah. Oh, do we see the Mega Bellow? Roar of the Galdier. And the crit. Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Uh-oh.
That undead summon, or the undead summon, has to use Fear of Death here. If he doesn't,
my god,
it's over.
It might be Jover. I can't believe it. He's gonna start running
because the Galdier has Earth Affinity Attack 3. And she has enough affinity to use it. He's gonna try to teleport away. We're prolonging this fight for another 30 years. The summon is now out of affinity. Or not affinity, he's out of SP. Oh my god, he's just gonna teleport spam. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say at the ending here. This is gonna take forever.
Cry of sacrifice, coward. She can't even kill the melee. She just needs to run after him.
I'll switch who has the golf mode control after somebody actually does something that uses a meter. I'm not gonna keep switching it back and forth here.
Okay, he is summoning a Skelly 3.
VOD watchers, skip ahead about 20 minutes.
This is gonna be very long and very painful.
I'm gonna take a throat break here.
I'll keep going. Okay. He might actually run out of he might darkness from life himself to death.
He's gonna steal
because
life from his summon forever.
Well, but stealing life actually gives the Galdier time to close distance.
The undead summon can't use Fear of Death if the Galdier is moving. And
oh my god, it already walked past! It already walked past! The summon's in a bad spot now. This is getting very interesting.
He has Scare Attack, though, so he can knock the Galdier off of her walking path. Doesn't use it.
Oh my god. It's a foot race.
Skeleton 3 is really falling apart here.
It's only a strike. The Galdier is still walking. The Galdier is still walking. She is gaming.
He's backed himself into a corner.
Yeah, he can't TP out here. The TP won't do enough.
Wait, how'd the skeleton already desummoned? He literally summoned it a turn ago. Oh, it only stays alive for 3 of the summoner's turns.
And he's getting so many turns, it's just getting blocked.
Holy.
Oh my god. He is running out of...
He's close to... Wait, does he have Roar?
Does she have... She's got Roar... Oh, it's not close. It's not close enough.
Wait, he can't get far enough away. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to Roar if she moves one more tile.
He's got a TP, but the skeleton 3 has to get the correct attack off.
The Scare Attack. And now he's poisoned.
Oh.
Wow, that.
Okay.
Come on,
Grave rot.
man.
But no. She moves closer.
She can't move closer. She got poisoned. It stops your movement.
Oh. ETPs. Might be over here. But she is still working.
The full Dell putting in 3 years of work over here.
Combo attack 1. He misses. He's got to walk.
Make it out.
It's becoming a party. Oh, good. Oh my god, if he walked the other way, he might have died.
I think he's looking for song command.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, if he had one of the debuff songs that debuffs initiative, he actually would probably be able to pull this off.
It's not over yet.
The poison is wore off because the skeleton is desummoned again. The skeleton 3 really doesn't last that long. This is just gonna go on forever.
And it's costing him more
on fast forward.
It's costing him more and more affinity to make this work. He's gonna have to darkness from life soon again.
He's gonna have to darkness again soon. He doesn't want to walk directly into the summon, but this is also a bad move because now he's lateral. Oh, Tina gets to go again. He uses to continue to get the next turn to come up faster. If he teleports here, he can't darkness from life on his next turn.
Yep.
Dodges the scare attack.
That's a very important dodge for the Galdier there. Extremely important.
It's just gonna spam teleport for 84 years. There's the voice line we were looking for. It looks like Tina's bonus move has just ran out. The scare attack connects, puts him on grave rot. Really unfortunate.
But the thing is, it's about to be gone again. It's gone next turn, I think.
Yeah, and he doesn't have enough affinity. He can just keep teleporting around, but if he keeps teleporting, he won't be able to generate any affinity.
Yeah,
Tina
and
just
eventually
runs. The poison's gonna wear off. Unfortunately, Flinny did have a double movement on his Galder, but he doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't have enough in order to summon even Skeleton 1.
Yep, it's gone. Completely gone. He has to take a break turn here.
Wait, they're gonna try and head on collision each other. The problem is the Galdier's Shriek or Roar has more range than any of the summoner's stuff, I think.
This is so big.
Oh, come on.
He darkness from life.
Holy moly.
The thing is, he does not have enough to do that many more times. He's running out of HP. It is becoming
you can't actually kill yourself with a summon. He's gonna probably start doing summon skeleton once. He's doing a skeleton 3. Really? You can only do 2 more of those and then you're out.
Yeah. And the Galdier's getting there.
It's just like a stalemate game here almost. I mean, the Galdier's slowly losing. The chip damage is getting to him.
For sure.
Unfortunately, by choosing a direction to go, you're allowing him to go the other direction for free.
Yeah, super hard.
He wants to battle march.
You need to battle march when he doesn't have a skeleton out already, I think, unfortunately.
Now he's just gonna run the other way.
He's just gonna run the other way.
I can just imagine they're down in the voice chat. Also, why does this guy have double movement? He's literally moving 4 tiles. There's no crowd meter or anything, so it doesn't really make any sense.
The continue goes off.
A scare attack? Nope, just a strike, and it misses.
Strike and it misses. This is actually important because it denies a grave rot proc.
And he can't summon another skeleton because it hasn't gone down yet.
Yep.
He's thinking. I think he's trying to. He might be trying to calculate. I think he was thinking about if he could do enough damage there with the skeleton standing in front of him.
Yep. Oh my gosh!
That is a massive movement. That is huge. He's gonna use teleport. Oh, the roar!
No, the roar!
It's over. He should have used his affinity attack. It's ogre. It's ogre.
It's over.
Holy cow!
Holy shit! I can't believe it. The 1 in a million. Oh my god. Unbelievable. I think we need to pull Flinny in for an interview.
After that marathon.
My what's it called? My challenge link just like broke. I think you can
Died.
drag him in here, Neil. You can drag him in here.
Oh, do I have privileges? All right, we're gonna do a quick interview with Flynny after that marathon nail biter of a match. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations.
That was something. That was something.
That
There
was
was a moment
gaming.
there.
That was gaming. That's all
There
I'm
was
gonna
a
say.
moment. I thought I was
there was-
toast.
There
I'm
was
gonna
an
go
ex-
wake
I
Courtney
thought
up
you
so
were
she knows she's in for the next game.
I thought you were extremely dead and you made it work.
Yeah, no, that was, I thought that skeletons, I thought they were going to be doing more damage than they did, and thankfully, once I realized that he had a Dark Infinity on the Summoner too, which made all of his spells, like, you know, essentially useless on me, I was like, I just got to keep outrunning these Undead Legionnaires.
I cannot. And your initiative was so crap that the skeletons just attacked you 3 times, couldn't
Yep.
even poison you, and then just died miserably.
That was that last bit of movement where I had like the 4 squares off that continue. I was like, oh, I think that closed the gap. I wasn't expecting the second turn right afterwards. That was huge.
Believe it. You had a huge move and and the beautiful roar for the Goldier to just
Throw out a little screech, you know, victory screech.
play.
That was, oh gosh.
That was a
something.
marathon.
That was.
a marathon.
That
How are you
was-
feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, he had some good school setups that I didn't even put into account for it. I'll be honest, the summoners, they're a lot more useful than I kind of gave them credit for. I think when making my school, like I don't think I have any summon. I might have one person with summon, and I was certain I had on the gunner that I could go in a bear form or something. So I'm like feeling good, and then I see none of those skills. I'm like, oh gosh, like I'm
we saw you
surrounded,
going
and I gotta
through,
just
like,
leg it out.
Let it be known,
Oh.
I thought you had it.
I
JR
appreciate
thought
that.
you had it, and you thought you had it, and then you
I
did
was
it, and we were
hoping.
like, oh, that's rough. That is rough.
That was something. That was a good one though.
That was a really good game.
I was getting
Very.
stressed out. I was
I
like,
know,
man,
I
he
was
just
like-
teleport away. I don't think I'll ever get an attack that could get me into range of him. But that
was-
Crya has a good range on it.
Beautifully done. Also, very nicely done with the cat in the first game. I know the third game
Oh,
is kind
the
of
cat.
the meme one. The beautiful
The
cat
cat was the
body
MVP.
blocking.
That was
MVP cat.
I put the accessory on because I always knew that they had pretty high movement just from playing it back when I was younger, and I'm like, increased movement. I'm like, I'm throwing that accessory on there, and when I got to block that wolf, the first block, I was like, oh, I can just keep him down a peg, and that should keep me in good shape.
Yeah, very, very well built teams. How did you feel? What made you choose your team after the second game? You kind of got beat up a little in the
So
second game.
it was kind of funny with the Amazon pick. I had an accessory on that had rage, so I thought that was going to be an NPC controlling her the entire time, and then
Rage
and then when that
gives you
wasn't the
50% bonus, and you take 25% more.
yeah, so I was like, okay, Amazon picks a wash because that was more just for the LOLs, you know, a little bit. I'm like, let me have an NPC out here just angry in rage mode. But yeah, I just had to go back to the roots of trying to get a couple heavy guys, and so I loaded up on heavy just to get some a lot of HP that I could take and not have to worry too much yet.
Yeah. Were you feeling you landed a lot of really nice combo attacks. You missed a few, but you landed really nice combo 2s and combo 3s near the end there. I think the Gungnir, you landed a 4-shot and just deleted one. Were you feeling a bit of the pressure to the meters hit a little different as the game was getting down there?
Oh yeah, when it was getting down to the wire like that, I was like, man, I was starting to sweat a little bit, you know. Gonna have my finger slip off the controller in a second if it kept going, you know. It was good though. It's good. I you know, it's interesting because like I granted when I was younger, I used to play this with my brothers. We'd do some versus mode, but that was like when we were all like kids and stuff, and so now playing against adults with real strategies, it's a whole different element that I wasn't really
as
accounting
a child is very different than playing it as a man-child.
for. Oh yeah, that is the truth. I was just like, you know, when I made my school, I can't lie because I haven't played too much rag mod yet. It was mainly rooted in like old vanilla strategies. So like I'm like I hope these will still kind of work, at least somewhat.
It did.
I like how I did it. I got to get one dance off with the satyr. That was my goal throughout this tournament. At least one every jig, just to for the cameras, for the show.
For the show.
Yep.
I think he did really well. I think if you had kept him back there drinking a bit, you might have
throwing him in after the Infinity Beast was a bit bold. It's just like get in there.
You got it. Engineer just one shot him.
Yeah, just toast immediately.
We were both like, oof.
I should have expected it, especially being the medium versus light. But I was just like, he'll get enough turns. I'll get one jug bonk in there. That I was hoping to jug bonk the Infinity Beast just to see what that looked like, because I don't think I've ever done that before.
YOLO Infinity Beast jug bonk. I
actually don't think you can jug bonk because they don't have a knockdown animation.
That makes me glad to hear that, because then that means the skeleton one-shotting me wasn't a loss.
You know what that means? You won't be tempted to do it next set.
Yeah, exactly.
You're facing Jetbones next. Any feelings? Did you? I think you guys were all talking to each other the first game. Any thoughts on what you're gonna do for the finals, or are you just gonna stick with what's brought you here?
I don't know. We'll see. I might try to mix it up a little bit. I might try to bring the cultists in just for the fun. I haven't used that character too much yet, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Alrighty.
You got any questions, Jared?
I was gonna say we can let you go. We got about a minute here until we're gonna go into our 10-minute break. Then we will be doing lower bracket, third and fourth place placements. It'll be MekaHippie versus Uncool By for bottom.
Nice.
And then I'll ask you and Jetbones when we get closer to the actual time there if you guys want to do a best of 5 or a best of 3 for the finals. We'll have to see how long it takes MekaHippie and Uncool By to finish out their competition. We're coming up on we're a hair over 5 hours into this tournament. Next time we will be splitting this into 2 days minimum.
Yeah, might be a good call. It's a lot of good Gladius coverage though. I'll be honest, I didn't expect like the live commentary from you guys. That's been a fun addition to it. Just watching the other guys go at it and stuff and getting to hear the commentary is nice.
Oh yeah. All right, that's 3 seconds till auto swaps, and we will be back in 10 minutes.